Hi, on today's tips and tricks, we're still continuing on our math journey because I feel like there's a big need for that. So I want to talk about, we talked a couple times ago about our 10 frames and other ways to use a 10 frame. So we first were using the 10 frames as a way to just recognize numbers up to 10, to get a mental image, especially for those right brain learners. They need a place to put those numbers to be able to manipulate the dots. And now that they recognize them, what are some of the things that we can do? So the first thing is let's say we hold up a 5, so we can talk about our like facts like 5 plus facts. So we can say if we had 5 and we put 2 more, how many would there be? So they can start to mentally put those 2 dots there and visualize. Visualization is such an important strategy, and the kids have lost the art of visualization, and part of it is because, at least in the district where I used to teach, in kindergarten, they became so focused on academics that they took out all of the blocks and the dress up and all the things where kids have to go around and visualize three-dimensionally. They're not outside anymore as much, so they don't have that three-dimensional, and they're not developing visualization skills. And that translates into math, and it translates into reading, because in reading, you should be visualizing in your head what you're reading. So anyway, you can do 5 plus a number, 5 plus 1, 5 plus 3, whatever. You could do doubles, like you say if I had 4 and 4. You can make dot cards in doubles. I don't have, my set is 5 and then some more, but you can do you can make your dot cards with doubles like 1 and 1 and then 2 and 2 and 3 and 3, so they can learn their doubles. But then the next thing that once they really start to have a sense of numbers up to 10, because like for example, let's say you take 9, or let's say you take 8. You take 8, and then you can say, okay, well, what makes 8? So it could be 5 and a 3. It can be 4 and 4. It can be 3. Well, we already said 5 and 3. It could be 6 and 2. So again, these 10 frames are going to be really helpful to help them visualize and pull apart. But one thing we want them to see is that there are numbers within numbers, right? So an 8 is a 7 and a 1, and a 6 and a 2, and a 5 and a 3, and 4 and a 4, okay? So we want them to really understand that. And we get that with these. We also get that with from the last video when I was talking about the tiles in the bag or whatever, all of those combinations. If they get a really solid foundation of those combinations to 10, then anything after 10 is going to be a lot easier. What I see happening is that they don't master their facts, then the numbers get big, and then they have a hard time manipulating large numbers because they don't have a sense of small numbers. And then when they get to multiplication, actually learning your times tables is easier, because for some reason it's like easier to skip counting. I don't know why, or maybe because by the time they are forced to, or maybe not forced, but by the time they are supposed to be memorizing their multiplication facts, they are a little bit more mature and able to memorize, whereas when they should be learning their addition facts in like 1st and 2nd grade, developmentally they might not be mature enough to actually sit and learn them. Or maybe the teachers just don't do it. Maybe it's just not in the curriculum in a systematic way to actually sit and just actually learn those facts. So either way, if you get them 0 to 10, and then from 10 to 20, the next video I'll talk about how to work on numbers beyond 10.